snowy night. A silent street. A girl screams as a man drags her toward a van while strangers turn away. But one father didn't look away. He fought back. And with a single punch, he changed 3 lives forever. If you believe courage still matters in this world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to HQ Infinite Stories because every view helps us share the light. The bitter cold stung Tyler's face as he stepped off the late-night bus. He was exhausted after another long shift at the diner, thinking only of his daughter Ava and the leftover macaroni she had saved for him. Life as a single dad hadn't been easy since his wife passed 2 years ago, but Ava's laughter and hugs made every struggle worth it. As he turned onto his snow-covered street, a sound cut through the silence, a muffled, desperate scream. Tyler froze. Between an abandoned shop and a shuttered laundromat, he spotted a teenage girl no older than 16, being dragged by a man. One of his hands clamped over her mouth. The other crushed her wrist. Tyler didn't think twice. He sprinted forward. "Let her go." The man barely turned before Tyler's fist slammed into his jaw. The attacker fell hard on the icy ground, cursing as the girl scrambled away in tears. When the man reached for his pocket, Tyler lunged again, pinning him down with all the strength he had left from the day. "Not today," Tyler growled. "Not while I'm here," sirens blared in the distance. Someone had called 911. Within minutes, the attacker was in cuffs. The girl, shaking, sobbing, explained what happened. She thought she was getting a ride home. Instead, he locked the doors and drove the wrong way. Tyler listened, fists still trembling. Her name was Emily. She was 16, a runaway with no one to go back to. Later at the police station, she whispered to Tyler, "I'm not used to people stopping. Everyone just walks by." Tyler met her eyes and replied, "Nobody should ever walk by." When Emily asked, "Why did you help me?" his answer was simple, "I have a daughter. If she were in trouble, I'd pray someone would do the same." That night, Tyler went home to Ava. He kissed her forehead, tucking her in. He didn't tell her about the alleyway or the fight, just that he took a detour to do the right thing. But the story wasn't over. Days later, Tyler learned Emily had been sent to a shelter, but she was scared, refusing to trust anyone. The officer said, "When she talks about you, though, her voice changes. You made her feel safe." Tyler wrestled with the decision. He already had his hands full raising Ava. Could he take in another child? Could he risk opening his door? His heart answered for him. He applied to become Emily's temporary guardian. When Emily stepped into their home, she was quiet, clutching her backpack. Loud noises made her flinch. Closed doors made her uneasy. But Ava, cheerful and welcoming, ran up with cookies and said, "You can have the top bunk." Slowly, Emily thawed. She laughed with Ava, helped with homework, and even tried flipping pancakes, burning them like Tyler did. One night, she looked at him and whispered, "Thank you for not walking past me." He replied softly, "Thank you for trusting me." Not everyone approved. Some neighbors whispered about a single man raising a teenage girl, but Tyler stood firm. It's not about what they think. It's about what's right. The turning point came during parent-student night. Emily was supposed to go alone, but Tyler and Ava showed up to stand by her side. She presented her art project, a snowy street, a van, and a man who chose to fight back. Her voice cracked as she said, "Sometimes the people you expect to save you don't, and the ones you don't expect become your heroes." The room fell silent. Tyler's eyes filled with tears as Emily hugged him tightly in front of everyone. "You gave me something I've never had," she whispered. A home. Months passed. Emily became more than a guest, she became family. Ava called her sister. Tyler called her daughter. Together they shared birthdays, holidays, and plenty of burnt pancakes. Emily even started teaching art at Ava's school. One night at dinner, Ava asked, "What would have happened if Daddy hadn't punched that man?" Emily paused, then said, "I don't know, but I do know my life began after that punch." Later, as Tyler washed dishes, Emily lingered. Her voice trembled as she whispered, "Dad." It was the first time she'd called him that. Tyler froze, then opened his arms. She stepped into them and Ava rushed over shouting, "Family hug!" In that moment, they proved something powerful. Family doesn't always mean blood. Sometimes it's built on courage, compassion, and the choice to care when others walk away. If this story touched your heart, Hit the like button and subscribe to HQ Infinite Stories, because one act of kindness can change a life, create a family, and remind the world that humanity still exists.